Hello, welcome to Bipolar Living with Michael Armstrong, Part 21. I left you. I was wandering in a state of psychosis in a strange neighborhood, 3 or 4 in the morning, knocking on people's doors, wanting to get in off the cold. I was on my way downtown to take over running Spaceship Earth. I realized at that hour making such a racket would attract police, and sure enough, they eventually came. I was waiting outside for them on the road. When they searched me, they found a pair of barber's scissors that I had put in my pocket at the house, expecting possible evil people to try and stop me from saving the world. They were to be a defensive weapon. However, I'd forgotten all about them, as is so often a part of all of the business we start to undertake in psychosis. We can't keep track of it all, and we sometimes end up having unpleasant surprises. Luckily, the police were professional. They put me in the back seat of the car and took me over to the hospital, stopping off along the way to inform my parents what they were doing, and my parents followed over. So I'll continue reading from there in my description of my psychosis. I did not resist going to the hospital because I felt that it was a sturdy building that would survive the blast. It would be a good shelter from the chaos outside. The blast refers to the meteor hitting the Earth. At the hospital, I was strapped down onto a bed. I started to yell a warning, essentially warning all the birds and animals that the moment had arrived for them to flee for the poles. If people would not listen, at least I could save the animals. I'm not sure if sound actually came out of my mouth, but I recall imagining that I was yelling like an air raid siren, "Run, run, quickly run, the Earth is going to be hit, run, run." Turns out that I was actually yelling. My father told me in no uncertain terms that I was right out of it and yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs, tied down in the hospital bed. I also felt that some evil force was trying to keep me from yelling, and I pictured myself vomiting all sorts of slimy junk as this force tried to block my crying. During my first days in hospital, I felt that I was really part of an elite, commando-style military unit of men and women, the other patients, who were about to undergo intense basic training. Thus, when we would go off to play badminton in the hospital gym, I believed that this was part of boot camp. I went all out and exerted myself to the maximum to impress my supervisors, the social workers who I thought were scouts checking out who were the fittest and most agile of the recruits. I felt I was St. Michael the Archangel in a gay reincarnation. I would be aided in the struggles of the new Earth as it traveled into the alien parts of the galaxy by an army of the hottest-looking gay men. We would be an army of lovers left behind in the suburbs when the general population fled to the poles. So there's more to this. I will continue describing the content of psychosis. It can be pretty spectacular and overwhelming and just all-encompassing belief system that cannot be budged. So until next time, bye for now.